Secret Brexit report piles pressure on the PM. Theresa May is facing fresh turmoil among her own MPs and cabinet ministers as divisions deepen in the government over Brexit. She faces the embarrassment of a secret study on the impact of Britain leaving the European Union meant only for ministers being leaked. It finds that the country will be worse off under every scenario modelled, with the much-hailed benefits of new trade deals predicted to add just 0.3% to GDP in the long term. And the Times is reporting that some senior Tory party donors want her to quit. While Liam Fox has told hardline Tory leavers they will have to live with disappointment and accept a softer Brexit. The International Trade Secretary hit out at those bad-mouthing the Prime Minister, saying they would have to live with disappointment of a Brexit by consent of MPs because of the parliamentary arithmetic. The pressure mounts as Theresa May prepares to fly to China, taking her away from the political pressures at home but also stifling her ability to control them. Despite the growing anger at her leadership, the Times quoted a senior Conservative MP as saying, "There is no one defending her but no plot to oust her. It's the worst of all worlds." The impact assessments obtained by BuzzFeed News, titled EU Exit Analysis, Cross-Whitehall Briefing, claimed UK growth would be 8% less over 15 years if it leaves the bloc without a deal. Even the softest Brexit option, remaining in the single market, would see growth decline by 2% over the same period, it found. And the recouped gains of new trade deals struck with the US, and other major economies such as China, India, Gulf countries, and those in Southeast Asia would make up just 10% of the losses in growth. Sky News understands it is a legitimate document, but still a draft. A government spokesman refused to be drawn on the contents of the leaked file. They said, "We have already set out that the government is undertaking a wide range of ongoing analysis in support of our EU exit negotiations and preparations. We have been clear that we are not prepared to provide a running commentary on any aspect of this ongoing internal work and that ministers have a duty not to publish anything that could risk exposing our negotiation position." Ministers were understood to be receiving information from the newly drawn-up assessment this week. Some claimed that ardent Brexiteers were out in force to discredit Chancellor Philip Hammond, who campaigned for Remain and said Brexit would only mean a very modest change in EU-UK relations, so that the analysis would be viewed with similar disdain. But ministers have been notoriously careful about releasing assessments on the economic impacts of Brexit. A long-running row over publishing documents believed to exist on 58 sectors blew up when Brexit Secretary David Davis revealed they were only sectoral analyses. It came after the EU took just 2 minutes to adopt its negotiating position on the Brexit transition period. Meanwhile in Westminster, Conservative MPs aimed barbs at each other in a fight over the government's perceived progress. Former Business Minister Anna Soubry said ministers should stand up against the hard Brexiteers, who mainly inhabit these benches, and see them off. But she was rebuked by other backbenchers who claimed the government was delivering Beano, Brexit in name only. If you love your news from one sexy ass robot, then like and sub, then hit up my big fat bell.